All right, Happy New Year to all of you, and thank you for watching this channel for so long. And for those of you who just subscribed, welcome. This is a photography channel. My name is Chris Constantine, and we're doing all kinds of photography, but mainly wildlife in the last year, as you probably noticed if you watched other videos. If you didn't, there's a playlist of all my photography videos, and please go ahead and watch. But today, as the first video of 2026, I want to talk to you about a camera that in my previous video that I basically presented all my entire setup, all the equipment that I had in 2025. I mentioned that one camera might make an appearance soon in my setup, and that is my Nikon ZF that I sold in I think it was June or July or something like that, because I wanted to buy the Nikon Z8 to help me with my wildlife endeavors. So the Nikon ZF is back. Yes, it is. And this is probably one of my favorite cameras, and the camera that started all in terms of wildlife. That being said, the first videos of 2025, if you watched them and you saw me shooting wildlife, I used this camera for wildlife because it was the only one full frame camera that I had at that time, and I sold it to buy the Z8. Z8 is an amazing camera for wildlife, and there is nothing to talk about it. We're probably gonna do a video after a year and tell you all the things that I felt wrong and that felt right with that camera. Well, today we're talking about the ZF, and I'm not gonna keep you long. This is not a review. Obviously, this is an old camera, I think 2.5 years already since has been released, but it's a camera that everyone loves. This is a 24.5 megapixel full frame sensor, and it's a great sensor. It's the same sensor, I believe it was in the Z6II. It's a sensor that it's already proven very good in low light, and to pair with it, they actually ramped up and they added the X-Speed 7 processor that they also have in the Nikon Z8 and Z9, and I think Z6 III as well, and Z5 too, also in the Z50 Mark II that films me right now. So that is the latest and greatest processor that Nikon has, and it comes with all kinds of features from autofocus tracking, birds and animals, and humans and trains and cars and all that, and this one can do all that. Also, this camera can shoot 4K 60 just like my Z8, and it also shoots 4K 30 and 1920 by 1080 Full HD in 120. It also shoots 14 frames per second, so that is the reason why I chose this camera for wildlife when I didn't have anything else. Obviously, it was not a choice, it was a lack of options, but definitely a camera that I enjoyed, and some of the great photos that I took in 2025 were taken with this camera. Not exactly this one, obviously, this is the one that I recently bought, and yeah, I kind of love the format of this camera. As you can tell, probably it does have the newer grip on it that is obviously removable, and if you remove this grip, the camera, it's basically a vintage body made out of magnesium and I would say shocking in 2023, when 2024, when it's been released. The top of it is brass, and the brass means it's gonna create that beautiful reddish yellowish patina at the moment it starts rubbing off the paint that's on top of it. If you remember mine, I actually rubbed off all the dials on top. I basically sanded off the paint and just had the brass dials breast top, breast dials, but the back, it's magnesium here with a little bit of a plastic on this side. Nonetheless, very solid camera. Some say it's too heavy, some say it's the right weight for, you know, all kinds of applications, from street photography and even, like I said, wildlife, for portraits and all that. It's a beautiful vintage camera that, if you look at it, it probably doesn't resemble a wildlife camera that needs to be rugged, but this one is rugged as well. It's weather sealed. It has 8 stops of image stabilization in this sensor. That helps a lot, especially with lenses like this one. This is the 300 f4 PF that I'm using it, still using it, though I have the 180 to 600 and I'm looking for different lenses for this year to try out. But with the 180 to 600, the stabilization is out of this world. Everything looks so smooth, so still, like you're on a tripod. So great stabilization. It also uses the same battery as my Z8, I think it's NEL 15 or 25, one of the two. I have both 15s and 25s. This one is a small rig battery. I do have 3 original batteries plus this one plus another 2, so I have plenty of batteries, which helps a lot. The camera has all the bells and whistles as a professional camera. You have a D-pad on the back. You have the option to select one of the buttons up here and set it up as an AF on button. Also, you have one customizable button right here, not 2 like on the Z52 and Z8 and Z9 and all the other, I would say, more professional cameras. But this one, to me, it's a professional camera, vintage at the same time, and I really love it. Also, this camera comes with a flip out screen, which is very useful, especially when you're shooting down at the water level or at the ground level, to get that beautiful depth of field for the birds and mammals and whatever you're shooting. It also offers you the ability to close the screen and have it exactly like a vintage camera, and go ahead and pick one of the picture profiles that Nikon offers and shoot JPEG only or JPEG plus RAW, but without being able to chimp on the back of it. So it feels very, very nice. Like I said, 14 frames per second in mechanical, 30 frames per second in electronic, and it also has pre-capture on it. So, but that's only JPEG. So it is a fully packed camera that can provide for many genres of photography. I don't know yet what I'm gonna use it for, or with what, probably with the 300 f4 when I'm going out, because I really like the way it looks and the way it feels. And also this newer grip, it's not the most amazing. It's metal and I don't know, the feel is not bad. It does have a little bit of a grip here on this faux leather or whatever it is on, but it gives a great grip to hold onto, especially when you're putting long lenses on this camera, and that is the most important part. You can also use it without. It has a very small indent grip here on the side. Not very comfortable with these long lenses, and this one is not long at all. This is actually a short lens, the 300 f4, and a very light lens. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say for the first video. I got the ZF because I love the camera, I love the image quality, and if you don't know, Nikon just gave you the ability to go into the NX Studio, which is their proprietary software, and tweak all the colors and everything you want, and then import the profile to your camera, and basically have this camera like a Fujifilm with a lot of profiles, a lot of custom profiles with colors and whatever you need. And that is amazing. That's awesome. We're gonna get into that probably later this year. And if I'm going up on the streets, if the rain stops a little bit because it's cold and rainy, I would probably go out and try to shoot some street photography with different profiles, maybe build some and give you some for free. who knows? That's it, guys, for the first video of 2025. I'm happy to be here, and I'm gonna try to make a lot of videos this year, videos that will help you understand what I am, what I'm doing, what's with all these cameras, and what exactly are they doing for you. You know me, I'm not a guy who looks for as the newest and the best, but I need something, especially for wildlife, that can provide and will keep up with my needs. So yeah, that is all. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new to the channel, please go ahead and watch some of these beautiful videos in the photography playlist, and I will see you soon.